Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who might be new here, hi, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. My name is Megan. I'm a full-time reseller. I sell things on the internet, on sites like Poshmark, eBay, Macquarie, Depop, all of the above. And in this series, I share with you guys what is selling for me in my closet, what is doing well for me. And these will be sales for the week of December 17th through December 23rd, which is today when I'm filming this. By the way, happy birthday, Tara. It is my sister's birthday today. Happy birthday. I know you watch my videos sometimes. Hi, hello, happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day. So like I said, this is for the week of the 17th through the 23rd, and with Christmas being 2 days away now and the holidays coming up, focus has not been my middle name. I have struggled so much this week with focusing and getting things done and staying on task and X, Y, and Z, and my sales have definitely suffered because of it. There were 3 whole days this week where I posted 0 new things. Not just a new listing on Poshmark, but no cross posting, no nothing for 3 days this week. But I do have some sales to share with you guys, so I wanted to come on and do that because this is real life in my small business, and when I slack, it definitely reflects in my sales basically immediately. But nevertheless, I am so grateful for all of these sales, so let's just get into it. And for those of you who are new here, I will put a picture of the item that sold right here somewhere so you can see it as I talk about it. I will also be telling you where I got the item, if I didn't buy it from the bins, and how much I paid for it if it didn't come from the bins. If it came from the bins, it cost $1.69 per pound. Also, one of you guys, before I get into the sales, one of you guys clicked on my link and signed up for ThreadUp through my link and earned me a credit. So thank you so much. I so appreciate that. So the first sale of last week was actually a Depop sale. It was this vintage graphic t-shirt. It sold for $20 and I'll make $15, and that was an offer made from the buyer. I don't have very many Depop sales, but I am glad to have at least one a week, and that's what seems like has been happening for the past few weeks now. That was my single Depop sale for the week. Next, I had an eBay sale. This was a 3.1 Phillip Lim silk blouse. It was like a really pretty chartreuse color, but this brand does not do well for me, like at all. I used to get really excited when I would find it at the thrift store, like when I first started reselling, because the retail price is so high. Like probably this little tank top or blouse, whatever you want to call it, it probably retailed for close to like $500 or something, and I ended up selling it for $35 and I made $23. Like I said, that was an eBay sale. I think that was an offer I made to the eBay buyer and they accepted my offer. Also, on the topic of eBay, thank you so much to everyone who responded on my last What Sold video and let me know that they do not do what eBay suggests for the ad rate fee. I adjusted all of mine after I got all of that feedback, and you'll see here in a minute, I had a full price eBay sale this week, which has never happened, so that's really great. And I really appreciate it. Next, I sold this Forum vintage snowboard hoodie. It sold for $70 and I'll make $56, and that was a Poshmark sale. Next, I sold these men's Patagonia Capeline, so they were like a base layer pant. They sold for $24 and I'll make $19. People like Patagonia base layers, Capeline layers. Next, was a sale that I didn't make on the internet. So sometimes when I find things at the bin, some of the other regular thrifters will be like, oh, what did you get? What's that? What's that? How much is that? Are you selling that? Do you want to sell that? And that happened this week. One of the other thrifters that go to my bins purchased a pair of Carhartt pants for me for $20. So I didn't even have to pay for them at the bins. They literally just bought them from me out of my cart. So I came up $20 that day, and I think that day at the bins, I only ended up spending like $19 and some change. So actually, I came out free at the bins that day, so that was really great. Next was a Poshmark sale. I sold this vintage Levi's Sherpa jacket for $90 and I'll make $72. That jacket I found at a regular thrift store and I believe it was $14.99, so that's still a really great flip. This absolutely stunning dress. I thought this dress was gonna sell so fast and for a pretty penny. I mean, I still sold her for a little bit, but it is a gorgeous 60s floral maxi dress by Midge Grant. It sold for $55 and I'll make $44. Next, I sold this St. John wrap cardigan type Santana knit sweater. St. John is a brand that is either you hit a pot of gold or nobody cares and it's gonna sit forever. Like, I don't understand. There's no in between. Like, you either do really well with them or they really don't do that well. And this sweater I thought was gonna do really well because one, it is the Santana knit and that is what everyone wants with St. John, Santana knit. And two, it was this pretty like cherry red color. I sold it for $35 and I'll make $25, which is not bad, but I did have this sweater for a long time. Next, another sweater sold. This was a Dime Lee sweater. It was I want to say a cashmere blend, but I think it was a very small size, which did not help it to sell, unfortunately. It sold for $25 and I'll make $20. Next, I sold this this pair of North Face snowboarding pants. They were a women's size medium, I believe. They sold for $50 and I'll make $40. Then I sold this vintage inspired dress by the brand Stop Staring. I found this brand before and this brand is very popular. I think a lot of people, the people who know this brand, they seek it out, and I'd never had this brand for long. I've only found it 2 or 3 times, but I never end up holding on to the pieces for that long. This, I forget, maybe it was called the Jenny dress, I don't know, but it was a 40s inspired dress and it sold for $40 and I'll make $32. Next, I sold this Likely NYC dress. This is another brand that has a really high retail value, but for me, every time I found it, the resale hasn't been that great and it's taken quite a while to sell. This chambray denim dress I was very excited to find. I believe I actually found this at the regular thrift store and I want to say I paid maybe $9.99 for it. It sold for $20 and I'll make $13, but like I said, I've had it for a while, so I'm happy to see it go. Next, this pair of Freebird boots sold. They were also a regular thrift store find and I paid $12 for them. However, when I got home, I realized they were missing an entire buckle. Like, somebody had cut, there was like a 2 buckle closure and somebody had cut off the second buckle. Thank goodness the buckles were like decorative only and they zipped on. These buckles were just like for show. So they sold for $40 and I'll make $32. That's not bad, but I probably wouldn't have picked them up had I realized they were damaged or altered, whatever you want to call them. Next is the full price eBay sale I was telling you about. This vintage Champion Oklahoma crew neck sold for my full asking price of $50 and I'll make $39. Next, I sold a bundle on Poshmark and this bundle actually went to one of you guys, so thank you so much. Like, it makes me so happy and I'm so appreciative when you reach out and tell me that, like, oh, I follow you, I watch you on YouTube. Like, it just makes me so happy and I'm so appreciative that you would spend your hard-earned money with me. This bundle was 2 things. It was this vintage pair of Fits Just Right Sears jeans and this really cute little Ponies party t-shirt. Both vintage items. They sold in a bundle, like I said, for $48 and I'll make $38. Next, I sold this North Face Metropolis jacket. This was like a quilted, almost trench coat length jacket. I'm surprised it only sold for $35. I'll make $28, but I got it at the bin, so I'm not gonna complain. Then these vintage Abercrombie track pants sold. They sold for $19 and I'll make $15. Then I sold this Brooks Brothers, and it was a collab with NetJets, which I guess is like a private jet company or something like that. It sold for $32 and I'll make $25. Then I sold a Victoria's Secret push-up bra. Like I said before, I like picking up bras, especially if they're in like excellent, like it looks like somebody ripped the tag off and they're like, oh, I don't like how this fits, I'm never wearing this. They don't weigh a lot, they don't take up a lot of space, and typically people know their size in bras or the kind that they like, or, you know, it's something I feel like is easy to sell to someone based on the size. Like you don't really need to measure it, etc., etc. So on top of it, if I didn't say it already, they don't weigh that much. So I'm not paying that much for them. I sold this bra for $14 and I'll make $9. Next, I sold a pair of women's cool pants. These were like some athletic outdoor nylon pants. I always put nylon. If the fabric has nylon at all, I always make sure to put nylon blend or nylon because I feel like that's very important for like athletic outdoor hiking active wear. These pants were a women's size 8 and they sold for $28 and I'll make $22. Next, this Zara resort wear, like multicolor cropped button up sold. It sold for $15 and I'll make $9. And then last but not least, I sold this Kate Spade wallet. It sold for $23 and I'll make $18. And I'm going to keep with the running tradition of not having totaled up my numbers for the week. So for anyone who cares, right here is my gross and my net for the week. Like I said, I feel like this week my sales definitely suffered, but I would fully take the blame for that. Like I said, I had a hard time focusing. I didn't list or cross post for 3 entire days this week, which I feel like is the bulk of the reason for my sales being lower end this week. How are your sales? What do you think? Did you have a hard time focusing this week? Did you power through and get everything done so that you don't have to do anything this coming weekend? Are you super prepared? Like, I wish I was that way, but that just didn't happen for me this year, I guess. But anyways, I'm so grateful for the sales I did make, and I'm so grateful for everybody who watches my videos, who comments on my videos, who takes the time out of their day, who likes my videos. Thank you to all my subscribers. I have quite a few new subscribers, so hi, thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday weekend. Whatever the holidays mean to you, I hope you take some time to relax and enjoy just a little bit. It's important. So that's it for this video, friends. If you took the time to watch, I so appreciate it, like always. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting the like button on your way out, that would be awesome. See you next time, friends. Bye.